Here is Ganymede, one of Jupiter's moons, and very active. There is even evidence for a thin oxygen atmosphere. You can see it yourself as a pinprick of light with an ordinary pair of binoculars. Get Stellarium and learn the night sky. Links below. It blows the socks off television. And that's the night sky, not Stellarium, which is sitting in front of a computer. It seems that the Galileo probe might not have been alone out there. I thought this was a star until I zoomed in, asking myself why only one lone star in this image. Have a look for yourself. The link for this image is below in the description. Now for a scoot across this image, and a quick scoot through my theory. Ganymede conforms to all of the rocky bodies in our solar system. It presents a surface crust of stromatolites in interesting patterns. Tiny volumes of gases are produced by billions of stromatolites over thousands, even millions of years. The surface is cratered where huge accumulated gas escapes have blasted circular structures through the surface. They tell us Ganymede has an oxygen atmosphere sometimes. This is why. Each body provides a unique environment in terms of gravity, heat, mineral and water content, and hence variations on the patterning and size of the stromatolites. And also it causes variation in the frequency and size of the venting events. There are a number of venting events in progress across this image. Download the image and see how many you can find. The official view is to see such eruptions as being volcanic in nature. It is my opinion that large gas bubbles are formed deep in the crust over millennia. See my New Moon video if you are interested in my theory. I point out that Earth was once encrusted with stromatolites, and you can find the evidence of this to this very day. I've played around with the exposure of the original. Remember, the image you are given is usually an average exposure to give you a general impression. Unless you change the exposure and magnification, you cannot bring out the particulars of detail. Because planetary bodies have texture, exquisite detail, and varying areas of reflectivity, you will miss a lot unless you tinker. I finish up just showing a few highlights from this amazing image. 3 venting events, a string of stromatolites, and of course Galileo's mysterious companion. One of ours, one of theirs? Chromatic aberration? You decide. Here are some craters to give another perspective on the surface. As a bonus, I wanted to show you this image of the striated ground features taken by Galileo, which was about 284 kilometres above the surface. We are told the surface is covered with rock and ice. What I believe I am seeing is a mass of stromatolites coated with ice. I have extracted a segment of the image, and you can watch me play with the exposure to try and get at the detail. You can quite clearly see something like an ice coating on top of the ridge to the right. Some Apollo 12 images show a transparent layer just below the surface. I was thinking that this was secreted by the stromatolites. I am thinking that was probably ice. Do the stromatolites produce water vapour as well as oxygen? After all, I am claiming that they are instrumental in making space rocks habitable, so I have to consider this. Is it ice that helps to bind them together in layers and form the structures on the planets' and moons' surfaces? I am also, in the deep recesses of my intuition, wondering about dark matter and dark energy. Can mass be transmuted from one form to the other, like alchemy for a new age? There are great opportunities here for new scientific research. Now we shall say farewell to Ganymede, which looks uncannily like our own moon in this photograph.